Hi, today cinema viewers. This is Leon James, music composer. Um, I had done two songs in Kanchana 2 called Vaya Yanvira and Sandi Muni, and that was my debut film as a composer. And now, today, I'm here to present you with my first debut album, uh, Co 2. So, this film is going to be my first musical venture as a music composer, full length debut album with background scores. So this is my start into music direction. So to tell you guys a little bit about myself, I am basically a keyboardist. I started off when I was four. I started playing the keyboard when I was four, and my dad is a singer and a keyboardist and a guitarist. He plays a lot of instruments. So music was always in the family. There was always music running at home, and so yeah, I kept there was a keyboard, and I kept fiddling around with it. And when you're small, you get fascinated by something. So I was fascinated at that point by the keyboard. uh, so I started playing, and I used to do my own compositions, and uh, try like learning stuff. And that's how it all started. And slowly, I kept playing and playing. And in my school, when I was in PSBB Kekinaga, I was a part of a school band called Zinks, along with Anirudh, composer, and Vivek Shiva, another composer. So we all, we grew up together as musicians, and we influenced each other's lives musically. We learned a lot from each other, and we also participated in this uh, school. During school, there was this band hunt called Ooh La 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 on Sun TV. So it was judged by A.R. Rahman sir, and that was at that time a school band. We wanted to get into it, and we got into it, and it really motivated us as musicians. And we won that competition, our band Zings. And that point was where we all decided we wanted to be musicians, and this is what we wanted to do for a living, and we wanted to spend our life with just music. And so that's where it all started. And then what started off as a hobby became a profession. And I started playing keyboards, as a freelance keyboardist, for a lot of shows, live shows basically, and corporate events, and college professional, those pro shows and stuff. So all these playback singers would call me, and I would do their shows as a live show music director kind of stuff, and arrange the bands and stuff like that. So I used to do that, and also I used to be a freelance pianist. So for all music composers, most of the music composers, I used to do a little bit of arranging their songs. I used to play pianos for their songs and stuff like that. And that's how it started. And then when I was doing all this at home, I used to secretly work on my own material. I really liked doing my own songs. So I used to, like work out different kind of songs, new ideas and stuff. So one such song happened called Vaya and Veera, and you know, I I thought I should share this to people. I should share this to people for them to know that I'm also a music composer. So this song, when I recorded with Shakti Sri Gopalan, I had told her, like, we should just do a fun video, and she was game for it. And we kind of shot a small little video where a friend of mine from my college, a good friend of mine from college, helped me out with the video, and we just shot in my own home studio. We did a small video at home, and we uploaded it on YouTube. And that was another turning point in my life, because it got a lot of views. People started to know me as a music composer also, because not only as a freelance keyboardist. And people, started appreciating the song. It started getting a lot of shares, a lot of positive comments. And then Raghava Lawrence sir from Kanchana fame, he had contacted me. He found out my number, and he called me up, and he said, he really liked the song Vaya Invira, and he's a big fan of my song. And he was very moved by it, and he said he would love to work with me, and that he was working on the film Kanchana 2 at that point and said it would be great for me to be a part of that film. So immediately I was super excited because he's such a renowned director, actor, producer, and his films Kanchana was a blockbuster hit, and it was exciting to meet him. And he wanted Vaya and Veera, the song that I just put up on YouTube. He said it would be nice to feature that in the film. So what started off there, and I did another song for the film, and it turned out quite well. And right after that, the lovely team of RS Infotainment heard those songs, and after the Kanchana 2 release, they came to meet me and said, they're working on this next script called Co 2. And as soon as I heard that, there was this happiness because I was a big fan of the film Co, and it was a big hit musically, film wise, everything was a big hit. And Co 2 sounded exciting. I heard the script, it was very exciting, very new, fresh. The take on the storyline was really great. And as simultaneously as there was this happiness, but also there was this like this tension, because Co was a big hit. Co was a musical hit, album, film, everything was a hit. So people tend to compare Co 2 to Co 1, any sequel for that matter. So we had a responsibility to deliver even better. So that fear was always there, but since we're a young team, that fear probably motivated us. And we kind of tried fresh things, new approaches to the whole film musically and the film. And so now the album Co 2 is out. You can find it on YouTube, iTunes, Apple Music, Savan, Gana, Hangama, all those music websites. You can check out the songs. There are totally 5 songs and one theme song on it. And I've tried my best to try out different genres, break barriers, and keep the audience engaged with the new kind of music. At the same time, focus on melodies and give importance to melodies. So that's something that I've tried out, and personally, that's been a great experience and a learning experience for me in this film. So do check out the album. Co 2, it has 5 songs. Kohila, there's a song called Kohila. It's a breezy romantic song that I've sung first time as a singer with Neeti Mohan. It's a fun track written by Madan Karki beautifully. Uh, Very fun, breezy, romantic song. It's one of the main songs, love songs in the film. That's one. And there's a song called Vida there, which is sung by Vishal Dadlani, sir, from Bollywood composer duo Vishal Shekhar. And his style and energy and whole vibe to the song, had just made it so much more better. It's a very groovy, up tempo kind of a song, so it's very motivational and a confidence booster kind of a song. So you have to check that out. And there's a song called Kannamma, which is a very intense, soulful number that has a very youthful vibe to it, because I wanted this track to be very experimental in its nature, because you know it demanded that kind of experimental nature, because I want to try out 2 different genres and club it together. So I tried out R&B mixed with a little drum and bass with a traditional melody, and then going into some traditional instruments, Indian classical. There's a whole mix of it. So this is sung by Ino Genga. He's a YouTube cover artist from London. He does a lot of Tamil covers, and fortunately, I met him here when he was in Chennai, and he came down for a wedding. And big fan of his work. He also really liked my work, and he tried him out for the song, and he was great. He had such a great vibe, and so he had sung this song along with Chinmay. Then there's a song, the same Kannama. There's a reprise version, which we thought should include into the album, because the Kannama melody was so traditional and pure that we felt that there should be a more soulful acoustic vibe to the whole thing. So we recorded a lot of acoustic instruments like the piano, string sections, and israj and percussions and everything like that. So we made it very soulful, very slow, very it touches your heart. That kind of a version. This is to Kannama, and this is sung by Salim Merchant from, again, Bollywood composer duo Salim Suleiman. He was very sweet to sing this song, and a big thanks to him. Lyrics are written by Namutu Kumar sir. Very sweet of him to be a part of this album. And the next one was another song called Unai Matrinal, which is a tribute to Abdul Kalam sir. Again, we wanted to keep a title track for the film Kotu, and we wanted to inspire people basically, because we don't get the opportunity in a lot of films these days to use inspirational tracks in films. So this was an opportunity for me, and the director felt the same, to use an inspirational track for the film. And Unai Martinal is one such track where we got inspired by Abdul Kalam sir's speeches and his ideas. So we dedicated that song to him. It's written by Namotu Kumar sir. Beautiful, simple, meaningful lyrics. Sung by Harish Sivaramakrishnan. He's a very popular singer from the band Agam, Carnatic rock band Agam, and sung by Sargam Choir also, which are eight little kids, very beautiful children who sing so well. They contributed to the song as well, and I'm so happy to have them on the song. So these are the five. So there are a lot of all these new singers. Salim Merchant has sung his first Tamil song. Ino Genga has sung his first Tamil song in this album. Harish Sivaramakrishnan, Neeti Mohan along with me on Kohila. I've sung my first song. So we're all new. We're all trying different things, and we all hope you like the album. So do check out the film. Do check out the album on iTunes and all of that. And do get in touch with me on my Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Do let me know your comments on the song, and do stay in touch. And your support means the world to me. Your love, support, your wishes, your prayers, and everything. It just because I'm just starting off, and you know, it you need that motivation to make better music. So I hope I get that from you all. And so basically, since I was playing the keyboard from the age of 4, I've pretty much learned I'm a self-taught musician. So ever since I started off, then later on when I was about, I think when I was in a better age to grasp things better, I think when I was 7 or 8 or something around that age, I started going for piano classes. So I've done about 6 grades in under the Trinity College of Music, London, and also 6 grades in music theory, to write music and to read and write music. So 6 grades in classical music theory as well as the pianos. I've done those, and then everything else in music production and like composing or other styles of music like jazz or pop or rock or whatever that I do is mostly self-taught. I've learned it from listening to a lot of different music, watching different videos on YouTube, and meeting a lot of different musicians from all around the world, interacting with them, and yeah. So it's all been it's all influenced me in my music, and also the bands that I've been played with. So in the school band Zincs, we were part of. There was Anirudh and Vivek, and so we all had different backgrounds. Anirudh was trained Western, and I was trained Western, and Vivek was a Carnatic classical mandolin he played, and Anant, the violinist, was a classical violinist, and Kishore was a mridangam player, again classical, and the tabla player MT Aditya was a Hindustani tabla player. So we all kind of we just listened to each other's music. We learned from each other a lot. So I think that was one of the best learning experiences, to learn from each other, from to learn to observe each other's musical playing, their knowledge and everything like that. So I've been part of so many other bands. There was a band called Basin Bridge where we all were all Western trained, and the kind of music they listened to and they vibe to, and that kind of influenced me. Then there's Project Yoja, another Carnatic band. Then there's Pajama Conspiracy. There's E Flat. There's so many other bands. So all of that influenced me in so many ways. The different musicians we interact with, and and the videos and YouTube videos and everything. So self-taught musician is basically what I am. உங்களுக்கு ஃபேமிலி ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்லாம் இந்த மாதிரி ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுறாங்க? My family has been a big support, because usually music or the film industry is a very uncertain kind of a industry. So not many parents do allow their children to get into this industry because of its uncertainty. But I'm quite fortunate that my parents did support me and made me, they were open enough to, allow me to get into this field. My friends also big support, always, listening to my music, and it helps to have people that you are close to, or that you are close to from your school or your college, or your general musician friends, your colleagues, because they give you, they usually give me what is true, their honest opinion about my songs, and that helps me to, you know make it better, because rather than people who already love my music, who are probably who are fans of it, who they will always give me the better of it, but my friends have been a support, they give me what is there, and they help me get better. So a big thanks to my friends and my family who've been supporting me all this while. Okay. Thank you so much today, cinema viewers, for taking the time and watching this video, and supporting me in my career of music direction. Uh, do listen to the songs of Kotu. I hope they engage you, and they hope they interest you, and I hope they excite you and entertain you. So I've tried my best. So do listen to it. Give me your feedback on Facebook, Twitter, and do let me know. I hope you really like it. I hope you watch the film and enjoy the background scores as well, because we've tried again different stuff, symphonic arrangements with modern, traditional, classical. It's all a mix of live and electronic, because that's what is the trend today. So hopefully you all will like the film. Hopefully you all like the album. So thank you so much today, cinema viewers. Have a great day.